Hey everybody, how's it going? Sorry we're just a minute late here. But this is No Bones About Wrestling, and this is our watch along for AEW Collision tonight, July 13th. And so we're, um, sorry, I was just reading something here. It didn't make sense to me. We're not going to talk about politics or anything like that. We're just going to talk about wrestling. So you want to talk about politics, you should go some elsewhere because I'll probably ban you. So just talk about wrestling. Thank you. We got the Dynamite Kid Jr. coming out. His father, I think that's what he goes by, but his father, of course, the famous Dynamite Kid from England who ran roughshod in the 80s, uh, was one of the first uh, wrestlers who really wrestled in the modern, what we think of as the modern style, the very fast, hard hitting, uh, you know, more Japanese type of style in that regard, being hard hitting. Like I said, it's a mixture of that and speed and new moves that led to his father being so revolutionary and so popular, and other things that led him to being in a wheelchair. And I don't think he's. Hey, Antonio, what's up, man?
Hey,
Um, Nice, we appreciate it. Yeah, so this should be a good match here. Takeshita and Billington Jr. Excuse me.
Takeshi is a huge Japanese star, but huge by his physical proportions.
so hopefully people that normally watch us on my X account will find their way to yours because you now have to have a premium Twitter account in order to live stream to Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So yeah, because it said there was a problem with one of my feeds.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. I can't wait for that Dalton Castle Roderick Strong match.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely does. He's got that similar attitude Nigel, to his uncle. His uncle wasn't a very pleasant person. Great wrestler. But he's got that same bad attitude. You can see it in his face. Not concerned with much else. Besides opponent has a good attitude.
God, Sky Blue almost doesn't look like Sky Blue in that picture.
I didn't see it.
The Kingdom.
Kingdom, the Ring of Honor champions, are on tonight.
See, that's the Undisputed Kingdom. Will they make up their mind about what they're called?
Yeah, they
They
need
keep
to
going
make up
back
their
and
mind.
forth.
Yeah. It doesn't look good when your guys can't even decide their own names, can't even figure out what they want to be called. Yeah. Not good. It's hard enough getting people to notice you and know what you are called without changing it every week, you know?
Yeah.
Should not be overconfident with this kid, though.
I think they should stick with the Kingdom. The Kingdom, which is part of the Undisputed Kingdom.
Right.
Because it's too confusing if the tag team and the stable have the same name.
Yeah. Which, though, does the Undisputed Kingdom, does it even exist anymore? I mean,
They came out.
we got the Kingdom. We've got number 3 is Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
We got Adam Cole, who's not on television. Wardlow, who's not on television.
Yeah. But all 3 of them came out on Dynamite.
So they still exist?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, they all 3 came out to the Undisputed music, not for a match, but to do a stare down.
Yeah.
So I count that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know if they still exist.
I can't remember what happened with Wardlow. He didn't get kicked out, did he? After he lost,
Several guys in cowboy hats. Are they in?
They're in Calgary. They're in Calgary.
They're in Calgary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think this is live.
No, I don't think this is live. Fuck him up, Tommy. Fuck him up. Chant made the air though.
Callis on the prowl already. He's young, athletic, and handsome. Exactly what I look for.
Someone needs to help him with his hair.
Tony, don't worry, you're fine.
Who's there?
Billington.
Billington? Why?
That's just not good.
Takeshi quickly up to his feet. Billington goes across the turnbuckles.
It looks like he has one of those like long hair comb overs, but I don't
Yeah.
think he does. I think it's the color and the styling.
As Don Callis said, he's young, good looking, and what was the other one?
I don't know. I got flummoxed at the good looking and just couldn't handle
What
whatever
did
else
he
he was
say? He
saying.
said he's young, something, and good looking. I was gonna make a Richard Simmons joke, but
No,
God bless Richard
too
Simmons.
soon. I love Richard Simmons.
What's he gonna do? Superplex maybe at the top? Brainbuster?
Whoa.
Damn, nice superplex.
When I moved to a city where I had like no friends, except I knew like two people in the whole town,
Yeah.
I met this girl and she and I bonded over our love of Richard Simmons. And every weekend we would go to different thrift stores around our city and surrounding cities
Mhm.
looking for Richard Simmons VHS tapes. And it was so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool. And now we have them on DVD.
I also still have them on VHS upstairs.
Oh, right. Oh,
I think, unless you sold them. But yeah,
I
most of
don't
them.
think we did.
For sure that Billington was raised in Wigan.
She and I talked at one point about going on the Slimmons cruise. They
Is
did a
that for-
Richard Simmons cruise.
Is that for just people who have used his products and things like that, or just
For people who want to go on like a healthy cruise and do Richard Simmons exercises while they're on it.
healthful cruise?
No, I am going to join the rest of the country in saying healthy.
Healthful. So if you are doing something to become healthy, that thing is healthful. If something is in a good state of health, it is healthy. That's the difference between the two words.
I think that you need to recognize that language is fluid and changes over time.
It does, but that's why we have two words, because they mean two different things.
Mhm. Well, now one of those words has
Nope,
multiple
nope,
meanings.
nope.
Dynamite Kid was pound for pound the toughest guy he'd ever been around in the business.
Man, Tom Billington Jr., he's pretty small. I mean, I know Takeshita's big, but doesn't help to make Billington look very, very good here. He looks like a very small man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad some people here watching some wrestling on this Saturday night. Always to me still feels like it should be WCW watching on a Saturday night, but oh well. If you're old, I should say if you're not old like me, like us, you don't even know what I'm talking about. So WCW for years and years ran WCW Saturday Night. So for several years it was their number one show. It became their number like 2 or 3 show after Nitro started in 1995. But it remained until sometime in Bischoff's days running it. I believe then eventually they phased it out, but that used to be my Saturday night every night. Was WCW Nitro.
I'm old, but that was never my Saturday
No,
night.
I was going to say at least until I became old enough that wasn't my Saturday night in high school and whatnot. Doing some wrestling in the back seat at the drive-in. You get me?
Gross.
You get me?
I get you.
Yep. So what do you think here? Who wins? Takeshita, definitely.
Yes, Takeshita definitely.
No. Look how small Billington looks.
Unless they hate him.
This will prove whether they hate him or not.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Billington looks so tiny. And his father was undersized, but his father was also on a ton of steroids, so he didn't look so small. But he had kind of what they call a Napoleon complex, where there's a small guy who feels small, so he has to do stupid shit to prove to people that he's big.
Be an asshole.
Yeah. And his father was allegedly was that way.
They did a Dark Side of the Ring on him.
Yeah.
Which is where I
Dynamite
found everything
Kid.
I know about the Dynamite Kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very sad story.
I don't remember it.
I mean, did a lot of steroids, did a lot of drugs, and lost all his friends.
Did he die from a drug overdose?
No, I don't. I'm pretty sure he's still alive.
Oh.
Could be wrong. I'm like 50-50 though. I think he's still alive.
I thought normally with Dark Side of the Ring, if the person's still alive, they're in their episode. But maybe he didn't want to be part of it, but his family was part of it.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. Maybe it's dead. I'm just not sure. I'm gonna give it a 50-50 chance.
Yes, that is how that works.
No, I mean,
You're
you can
either
go like
dead or you're not.
60-40 or 70-30. I'm just saying I'm really not sure one way or the other, so I'm gonna give it 50-50.
You had a 50% chance of being right.
Yeah. Right.
Because he's either dead or he's not.
Yes.
50.
50. Damn.
I don't love when they do Collision tapings following Dynamite tapings.
Why?
I feel like the crowd is worn out by the time it starts.
Yes, they are.
And, like, Collision's a hard show for the crowd to get like super into it already.
Do they do it after Dynamite tapings? I don't think so.
I took notes on it, and from the news, they taped this week's Rampage after last week's Collision. They taped this week's Collision after this week's Dynamite.
Lord.
I believe. I mean, I'm pretty.
I think that's just because of where they are or something. Yeah.
I would assume so. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like 90% sure on that. It might have been the week before.
So they had Monday was 4 hours of wrestling. Monday night.
No, nothing happens on Monday.
Well, I always say Monday for wrestling. Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's Tombstone there. Wow,
Dude, what are you doing?
that is too much to ask when it's a show, I think. Now, if it's a 4-hour pay-per-view, that's different. Give me some great matches for 4 hours. But when you got people talking and shit like that, I don't think that doesn't work for wrestling for 4 hours. No. Get them in, get them out.
Plus, with the pay-per-view, you're building
Right.
to a climax at the end. This one, you've got a climax in the middle, and then you got to start all over and rebuild to the climax at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. He said the crowd does seem out of it because they've been through a fucking show already.
Yeah. Like, what was the main event on Wednesday? Do you remember?
All right, I didn't write it down, and I don't remember.
Was it the women's Owen Hart?
It was the two Owen Harts, wasn't it?
They
I think it might have been.
opened with the men's.
Yeah, I think it might have been the women's. If we want, Danielson won, and Mariah May.
Yeah.
Right. My two picks from the beginning. I'd just like to add. Hey, there's Wolf.
You picked Hangman.
Say Tin Man?
Hangman. You picked Hangman Adam Page from the beginning.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
You're right. I'm sorry. I take it back.
I'm totally gonna make like a little repeating audio clip of that and just play it to myself when I'm sad.
Oh yeah, Mariah turned heel. I do remember that.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Have you seen the pictures of her with the belt?
No,
Or she's
with
got,
Owen
like,
Hart belt.
Yeah, she's got like blood still all over her
I
face.
haven't. No.
They look good.
I've been largely off the internet since I don't know, since Wednesday, I guess.
Oh, I think we both picked Hangman.
Yeah, I might have picked Danielson at some point, but from the beginning, I picked Hangman. Yeah, for sure. I can't remember, honestly. By the end, was I saying Danielson because I thought they were going to force him into winning? I don't know now. I have no idea who I picked.
If only there was some sort of record.
I mean, right, we have videos. We have a video catalog. If you go to www.nobonesabout.com, you can see our video archives.
While we're talking about video archives, before I forget, we have to delete some videos off of your StreamYard or it's not going to start saving our new videos because your storage is full. You're at like 96.4 out of 100.
Will this be too much?
This will probably fill it. So if you want me to be able to download the audio for AEW Weekly, we got to delete some like tonight.
Okay.
That won't affect you guys at all. Everything's on YouTube.
And Takeshita gets the
Takeshita,
win.
good.
And Wolf there. Oh my God! Finally, more than just Roddy and the Undisputed Kingdom is booked. Yeah, and that's what we were saying. Kind of saying it's Where have you been lately? At the beginning of the show. Yeah, I haven't seen the Kingdom for a while. I don't watch Ring of Honor, so they haven't been on the AEW for a while. Oh, Billington is there because it's Calgary. I see.
Yeah.
I just got that. That.
I have something important to say. This young man right here, he wrestled the match of a lifetime against Takeshita. Come on, kid. My name's Don Callis, but you already know that. That was a tremendous, tremendous effort. And when I look at you, 23 years old, you got the blood of Dynamite Kid running through your veins, kid.
What is going on with his pants? Why is he wearing briefs over his leggings?
The
Dynamite Kid, see the stripe?
thing's trying to show his cock off.
I was sitting at home thinking about this match, and I remembered my mentor, Bad
Super
News
weird.
was also the mentor of your uncle. That's me and Bad News. Now we're going to show Bad News on with your uncle. You see, Bad News was his mentor.
Oh, that's not his son, that's his uncle. I mean, his nephew.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I said son earlier. I apologize.
Bad News all
Well, they call him Dynamite Kid Jr. I thought
Mhm.
so.
this. So let's do it with a handshake. Welcome to the Don Talents family. Take it over here. What's to think about? What's for crying out loud? Don Callis.
TV time or no TV time? Oh,
What's your answer, kid? Kiss my ass.
oh.
That's the stupidest decision I've ever heard.
He was gonna super kick him for a second. I was like, can Don Callis do that in those pants?
Thought Don Callis was going to do a super kick.
He backed up like he was gonna super kick him.
And he went for Callis, and Takeshita laying down some kicks on him and Callis. He's telling the homies to come.
Fletcher, another member of the Callis, the former ROH television champion.
Former tag team champion.
Carl Fletcher's a former television champion, right?
Yeah, former ROH champion.
Yeah.
And former, I believe, ROH tag champion. I don't think they had the AEW belts. Oh,
TR.
they're back.
Shaved Cash Wheeler.
Dax has been injured, so it's nice to see him back in the ring.
Well, he's surprised. Showed up to an independent show we went to. What was it, last week? 2 weeks
2
ago?
weeks ago. Whenever Forbidden Door was.
Yeah.
And Cash and Kyle are going at it. That looked good.
Mm-hmm.
I want Mark Davis to come back and them to be a tag team again. Yeah, he needs the beard back.
Yeah.
His face looks naked.
It's just.
Normally, beards make you look like older, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But Cash looks like 100 years older without his beard because you can like you focus more on his eyes, and he looks like so
He
tired.
looks, yeah.
He looks so tired.
I think he looks older without it.
Yeah, which most
Yeah,
people
yeah,
don't.
I hear you,
Yeah,
yeah.
because like it distracted you from his tired eyes. That's why I have giant glasses to hide my old lady tired eyes.
It's weird. Willow Nightingale won an Owen Hart costume circa 1998. Very strange.
I like it.
I'm not saying it's, well, it does kind of suck, which is part of why I'm questioning why. Like, there's a bunch of caution tape, and it's a caution. Like, he's so dangerous. You gotta have caution. But I mean, just, no. He looked like a Canadian bumblebee.
I don't
And
think it
that,
looks bad. I saw a picture of it.
look, it was his worst looking outfit, and he used to wear, like, green parachute pants.
Didn't he wear like a blue feather boa at some point?
Yes, yes.
That's
the
his,
blue blazer.
yeah, that's the worst costume. Was the blue blazer costume?
God damn, this one was
Yeah,
good.
it was brutal. Ugh, well,
Pretty good.
that's awesome. Wait, we have people in the ring already? What's happening? I love Juice Robinson so much.
Yeah. Have you seen him without this look?
Yeah, I showed you a picture of him and Tony Storm from like a few years ago with their
Okay.
dogs.
Okay.
But I didn't like I recognized Tony and then eventually put it together that was Juice, but I did not recognize him at first.
Michael Allen Richard Clark? That's the one guy's name? Michael Allen Richard Clark?
He couldn't decide, so he went with all four.
It was two jobbers in one.
I'm not writing all that down. I'm just gonna write down jobbers.
Richard Moore and I missed the second one. Yeah, jobbers.
This is not for the Trios Championship because Juice Robinson cannot.
Yeah, they need to fix that.
Why would it be part of the Trios Champions? They're fighting Richard Allen, Marco Moore,
No, they're saying that Juice Robinson can't wrestle for
and Yellow Tight
part.
Johnson.
say push-ups on his butt. I think it does. I'm just gonna number them in the fashion segment. Jobber number 1, 2, and 3.
For the International Championship, champion versus champion, it's going to be Swerve Strickland against. Yeah.
I prefer this Juice Robinson look to old Juice Robinson look.
Yeah.
The big question though is, did he used to straighten his hair, or does he get perms now?
True. So I might get a perm.
Theirs is a sex tape I would download.
What is with you and them?
They're both so weird and so hot.
You gotta leave it alone.
It's gotta be wild.
You gotta leave it alone.
I guess. I didn't realize that's something I've brought up more than once.
Yes.
My ADD medication wears off by the time wrestling show starts. I apologize.
Totally missed that kick. I don't know whose fault that was.
Wait, either the guns or the jobber?
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Yeah.
Guess the jobber.
There we go. Nice.
Aubrey has no control over the match.
Juice Robinson is so good. He really is. He's one of the more entertaining characters AEW has, I think.
And like, how would you even describe his character?
Psycho.
Rock hard?
Rock hard? No, that's not how I would. Psycho caveman
Yeah.
is what I would describe him as.
He's gonna pee on him. So weird. Love it. See, he said gold members.
The good news is you got to see the Bang Bang, the best trio champions in the world. The bad news, last week,
Yes, I got a microphone in my hand.
hurt Jay White. But it's okay, because as a quarter of the Trios champions, you are now officially a Trios champion. Wow. I hate to tell you, we were right, but we were right. You should have anointed me when we told you to. But now you're forced. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jay White on the mat. You are lucky at 3/4 of the AEW Unified Trios Champions.
Love it. I thought he got fired.
He's back with facial hair.
Did he trick them with the facial hair? Ripley, come here. She's sleeping?
I think she's asleep.
Oh, okay. Oh. What? Where are the Young Bucks? Come on out. Stop it from happening. No.
I think you, Wolf says horrendous decision to strip them, I guess you mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Let's find out. Sit down and shut your mouths while I conduct my business.
Wait.
Now, CD, you made the right call by stripping them of the Trios Championships. Now make the right call and anoint us the new Trios Champions.
Well, yeah, Wolf's saying I don't know why they got stripped. It's because Jay White got injured, and Juice was never an official champion. So they never invoked the Freebird rule. So he's never had the belt, and White's injured, so they have to strip him.
Suggestion. But I do have one that I think you.
Wait, is he actually injured?
He's actually injured, yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that. What happened to him?
He got injured in the whatever match he lost in the Owen Hart tournament. I forget who he faced in the semifinals.
He faced Paige.
What? Oh, he did Paige.
Paige, yeah.
In the semifinals?
Yeah.
Like he got injured against Paige then.
Mm. Okay, I missed what just happened.
You want to do this right here, right now, huh? Right now. Well, I guess that depends on if they want to see it happen right here, right now.
Yeah, it looks nice out there this time of year, out there.
Mhm.
Okay.
People are so desperate to see a championship won in this arena. It's not even funny because you know the Flames are never going to do it.
Obscure hockey reference.
Hockey talk.
Hockey burn.
Said the patriarchy are the next trios champions, but there's no way in hell I'm going to tarnish that by it happening in Calgary. We'll see you down the road, bang, bang, bang.
So just have no champions now?
They are vacant.
So is the Bang Bang Gang back to being faces?
I don't know, but somebody's gonna have to come with a wheelbarrow and collect all those belts.
Remember the cart they used to have?
Okay.
I liked that.
Give that same opportunity to somebody else. The opportunity to sacrifice everything and take this away from you. This is, oh my God.
I missed that Marcos got pyro.
I'll sacrifice it.
Probably spent more on pyro than they paid him for the match. Yeah, Wolf says, I hate this. Actually, just straight up killing the trios title at this rate.
Yeah.
Kind of. But, I mean, wouldn't you rather them have stuff? Would you really rather hand them over to a guy who didn't win them, or would you rather have them vacated and have new champs? Sounds like you'd rather have them vacated and have new champs, or turn them over to Juice Robinson, who
No.
That's what Wolf's saying. Yeah.
What I'm saying.
I wasn't asking. What
okay, I'm telling you what I'm saying. They should have done what they did with Christopher Daniels or whatever, but then have the Young Bucks come out and make a rule change that any member of the Bang Bang Gang can hold the titles. Because it's just stupid that they're now wrestling for the belts that they just had.
So was it just confirmed that it's going to be the Patriarchy versus the Bang Bang Gang for the belts? Was that confirmed?
I don't think it's been Tony Khan approved or Christopher Daniels approved.
Okay.
But it's been suggested. The gauntlet has been thrown down, I guess.
And Wolf says, take me back to the days where House of Black was trios champions, please. I'm with that. Yeah. I mean, they were he says the match is not official. Thank you, Wolf.
Or the best of 7 series.
Yeah, that shit.
That we had with a Death Triangle and the Elite.
That was one of the best things that they've ever done. We were at Disney World on that series in one of the matches. I remember specifically.
What?
Yeah, in December of November of what year was that?
Not last year, but the year before.
Was it
22?
22? Really?
Yeah, because we didn't go last year.
Feels like 23. Oh, you're right. 22. November of 22 is when that best of 7 series between the Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks and Omega. Thank you. Got into the best of 7 for the World Trios titles. That was an excellent series. Yeah, and it showed why Trios titles are a great thing to have.
Did we watch that at the Disney Hotel?
I remember watching like 5 minutes of it at the Disney Hotel. And when we were there, we just went to sleep.
Yeah.
There's a House of Black.
Next week, you will be witness of the House of Black. Opportunity will be the foundation.
What does that mean?
Did I get this opportunity?
Wolf, what are your thoughts? What does that mean?
What did they say? The something of the.
He said that the House of Black will be the foundation of Wembley.
Yeah. You mean smoking some grass? Is that their foundation of Wembley? Is grass? I'm probably thinking too granite.
I don't know what you're thinking. Not thinking literally.
Literally is the word I was looking for. Oh, there's Owens.
But you're saying they're going to smoke not weed, but actual grass.
No, I was making a weed joke.
Yeah, no, I know. So that wasn't literal then.
Well, no.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No. Oh, the music's terrible.
I know. It's the worst part of the Undisputed Kingdom, is they took away one of my favorite wrestling entrance songs, which was that of the Kingdom. It's one that I like search on YouTube and listen to sometimes because I like it so much.
It's weird as a lot of times I can't tell you anybody's entrance music because we always do these watch-alongs, and so I never hear it.
Plus, a lot of theirs is like really generic.
Yeah, a lot of theirs
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's generic or it sucks. Yeah, that's not my take at least. And the problem is it's generic. You know, you don't. It does. It could be for A, for B, or for C. You know, and it wouldn't matter. So Wolf here says, I wouldn't be surprised if Patriarchy versus Bang Bang Gang happens next week or something. At the latest, All In. There, that would be a little too late for me as All In to leave the belts vacant. When the belts are vacated, I always say do it ASAP.
Yeah.
You know, unless it's the world title, then maybe give it. Build it up to a pay-per-view. I get that, but otherwise, I say get it filled in.
The time has come.
Here's Dalton Castle.
The Outrunners. What a good use for them. I love it. I love that their Outrunners are with them. He's spitting all over the camera. I love Dalton Castle. What?
The Undisputed World Tag Team Championship, the World Trios Championship, that is. Do you think Christian Cage is a giving champion?
I watched a brief interview with The Undertaker where he was talking about the matches where he accidentally got stuck in his coat
Yeah.
and needed assistance in getting out of it.
One of the great things about not being down at ringside, we're not being bothered by the kingdom. Taven and Benton are two of the most obnoxious people in the world.
So you're just Roderick Strong versus King.
Castle.
Castle. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because we're getting the Undisputed Kingdom tag team later.
Yeah.
I forgot who they're wrestling now.
They are wrestling
Orange Cassidy
and Kyle O'Reilly.
and Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, the Kingdom will in a non-title match.
It is on title? Okay, that's it.
And that's what the poster said, nothing about a title.
Yeah.
So
That's stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, you know.
Prestigious Wembley Stadium. Not by heart, by fear. Will be.
Hey, Dalton Castle, he can win a crowd over.
I was just thinking, like, now that Richard Simmons is gone, I'm gonna really need to increase the Dalton Castle in my life. They are just both the embodiment of like pure joy
Yeah.
and glorious artistic expression.
By the kickoff, and now Dalton Castle. They set out with Dalton Castle, member of Team USA. For beach wrestling, great throws, low center of gravity for Castle. Always ready to explode like kind of face into a striking match. Absolutely, Dalton Castle is a former high school and collegiate wrestler. 10 years ago. That up kick right to the bridge of the nose and cuts to go to the
And Dalton, very formidable amateur wrestler, as they were just saying.
It's a very good.
They're getting him, they're hulking him up. Hoping he gets hulked up by their hulking up. There you go. Yeah, this is for a shot at the Ring of Honor World title. And Mark.
Mark Briscoe?
Thank you.
For Death Before Dishonor, right? That's the next pay-per-view, I believe.
I believe that's correct. Yeah, Ring of Honor's next pay-per-view. I'm not sure when it is, but it's their next pay-per-view.
The only match that I know of that has been officially announced for that is Athena versus Queen Aminata for the ROH Women's World title.
Yeah.
They might have announced some more since then. I, like you, have not been on the internet. So.
Roderick whispering something in Dalton. Nice move. Whispering something in Dalton's ear there, and ends up Dalton sliding in and getting a Hurricane Rana, a head scissors rather. That was a beautiful move by Castle on Strong. No. Man, look how few people there are there. Jesus Christ.
Well, this. Oh, I guess there's a different time zone. Never mind.
That's a shame.
Because I was going to say they were already at 2 hours of wrestling into the night, but it's not night there probably.
Yeah, no, they're. I believe they're at least. Let's say they're 2 hours behind. I think they're maybe 3, but if they're 2 hours behind us, it's 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, the collision taping started. So, yeah, that's not good. Not a good look. I saw the other side of the stadium too, and there's no one. I mean, is any of those that shot when you're just seeing the blackness? Not that one. When you see the opposite of where we're facing right now, it's just a void of blackness. There's no one there. It's sad. I feel bad for the wrestlers, really, who have to perform in front of such scant crowds. I mean, from what we hear, they're getting paid well. So, I mean, if Tony Khan weren't a billionaire, this company wouldn't exist. Now, it gets great TV ratings. But, of course, he wouldn't have been able to put the talent together, if he didn't have money to start it with. That would be the problem for most people. Is you could book a program on TV to be entertaining, You know, hell, I could book a program on Inter TV to be entertaining, I think. But where the fuck are you going to get the money to pay all the wrestlers for people to watch? That's the problem. Why we haven't had a number two in America for so long is that question. How the fuck are you going to pay the wrestlers? And then we got a billionaire come along and save us all from what the other company was doing. So,
Do you think that they need to lower ticket prices and pay-per-view prices?
yes. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I don't understand why they're charging so much.
I don't understand.
Because if they're trying to build an audience base for people that want to give AEW a chance, they're not going to trust that they're going to get a quality show necessarily, like they would with the company that they've been watching for 40 years. You know, I just like I get that they want to put themselves on the same like equal footing as WWE, but I feel like to be accessible to more people, especially because both their shows are on cable, they need to do that.
Yeah, I mean the tickets where that company up north where they charge for $10 for, AEW is probably charging $20 for, at least.
Plus, like, you're such a new company, like, give out tickets.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if you have these empty seats,
Give 'em
get
out.
some new wrestling fans.
Exactly.
Because, like, people love free shit to do.
Yep. That's WCW, and a lot of people were against it, but it got people in the door.
Yeah.
You know, and it's around the '93 era, 94. That was one of the things Eric Bischoff did to try to put a boost in things. It was like, well, if we're not selling out the seats, somebody might as well fill them out on TV and make it look good.
And I mean, like, you can make the argument that, like, then you have a crowd of people who don't know what's happening, so they're not going to cheer at the right times and stuff. But at least you have shots of people in the seats, you know? Like, the wrestlers don't feel like they're going out there and performing in front of no one.
Yeah. And here, you got to.
Yeah.
I mean, look at how much darkness there is, how much they... I mean, it's like watching a wrestling show from like, I don't know, from like 1960, when they were like just light the rain, nothing else. It's
I mean, it makes the crowd. It makes the crowd look like the size of like a moderate independent show.
Yes, yeah, it does. I hate to say that. I don't mean to dump all over AEW. It's just very apparent tonight how there's no one fucking there. Very apparent. Let's see. Wolf, though, said, I wouldn't be surprised if Patriarchy versus Bang Bang Gang happens next week or something, all at the latest All In. I already read that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you said that.
I already read that. Yeah.
Just to reiterate.
So, again, I wouldn't expect it to push it all the way to All In. I think it would be foolish.
I'm gonna need the.
We drove off the 3 people with ranting about the empty seats.
I think the Outrunners need to bring back the peacock masks.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Like I think whoever is gonna be the boys.
Yeah.
Needs to wear them, even if they change who they are every week. You know.
Well, he was with the Outrunners last week, wasn't he?
I don't remember seeing.
I believe so. Yeah, this is not his first time with the Outrunners.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe that was when I missed some shows because I wasn't here.
Maybe. This is at least his second show with the Outrunners. Yeah, I think maybe number 2 here.
Yeah, I think I missed that.
Yeah, fight here. Oh. This I mean, I think I said that this match is for shot at Mark Briscoe's Ring of Honor World title. Although I'm not sure if it's specified when that shot comes.
It has to be a death for before Dishonored. It's so soon.
Yeah.
I think it's the end of July.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh,
No.
no, not like this. No bullshit on that.
There we go. Friday, July 26th. Oh, on pay-per-view. They're going back to pay-per-view.
They've been on pay-per-view.
No, the last two have been on Honor Club only.
I think the last.
The last two have been on Honor Club only. The last one? Supercard definitely was Honor Club only. I think that was the last one they had. I don't remember.
You don't know what you're talking about?
I think I do.
Thank you very much, folks. But ain't no weeks off around here, baby. Ain't no days off around here. Let's stay in the Fort Back out Delaware. We get bored, baby. Ain't no days off. I've been in this ring for hours now. Busting my ass, getting my lungs right. Cause it's just a matter of a couple weeks. I got Blood and Guts coming up. Team AEW versus the Elite. Blood and Guts. The Elite. I think y'all a little overdressed for Blood and Guts. You might get some blood or some guts on your business suit. I'm a chicken farmer, baby. Blood and guts is what I do. That's my currency, baby. Blood, guts, and chickens. You can't get dirty, can't get down with me. You understand what I'm saying? And not only that, but just earlier on this very evening, I just found out 2 nights later, after Nashville, Tennessee, Blood and Guts, it'll be Mark Briscoe versus Roderick Strong in Dallas, Texas, for the Ring of Honor World title. Rodney, you a former world champion yourself. And me and you, we done this dance many times.
Those bats.
No, they're birds. I thought they were bats at first till one of them landed. Like, oh, someone's going to have to get rabies shots.
Later on tonight, OC, Kyle O'Reilly, do your thing. Take out Benny and Taven and Riley and Texas. Your ass is mine.
Pretty good promo, man.
I was a little distracted by the birds because they were so cool. I love that he's got a wrestling ring with like birds flying around in it.
Where I went to wrestling school, it was open air. It was a wrestling school in a garage. Just like my trainer, Willie Clay, his garage, he had a wrestling ring in there. So we would. Thankfully, I went to wrestling school. I think it was the fall. It wasn't the summer. Because that would have been miserable. Yeah, there's something about that feeling of just having a wrestling ring in there ready to go, ready to do whatever you want to do. I mean, I can't do it now because of my back, but you know, it's a cool feeling to be able to just get in there and do it, you know, and run. And the big thing people don't realize, the two things people don't realize about a real wrestling ring is, number one, how hard it is. Like, they take a bump, and it's not like, I'm feeling energized, I'm gonna pop right back up. That's not how you feel when you take a bump for the first time. And then the other thing people don't realize is the ropes don't make you bounce. They're not bouncy at all. They're hard metal.
There's no spring.
Right. There's no spring to them. That's a good word. You know, you're just putting your arm on them, and you act like you bounced, because those don't spring you. They don't put you forth at all. All you do is hit them under your armpit, and then pretend to get bounced off.
Which I can't believe. Like, I know I believe you, but I mean, like, that was one of like the hardest things for me to wrap my head around as a wrestling fan. Yes, because they look so springy. They do such a good job.
Yeah, that's their job. I don't know what number 3 would be, but those are the top 2 things people don't realize until they.
I think the third is how much the ref does.
That true. That's some of my things about being in the ring, but third is true, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, they're like running the show, kind of, you know?
In a way. Depends who's wrestling, you know.
They wear many hats.
The refs, yeah. Depends who's wrestling.
Do you think? I was thinking about what you said about your back problems, you know? And remember the micro wrestling show that we watched?
Of course.
And the guy who had that like glass bone syndrome.
Like,
Oh, our hologram. Cool. Next week.
next week. Okay.
Appreciate what you're doing on Wednesday. Yes. Honestly, I think that gift over.
Stokely, Chris Statlander. This past Wednesday on Dynamite, we saw you get involved in the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament during Mariah May and Willow Nightingale's match. What exactly were your intentions behind your actions? Our intentions? Let's see. He's a hater. I'm petty. And Willow, there's no way you thought that we were going to let you get away with what you did to us last week.
I mean, Willow, I was hoping that Stanton not so sensitive. But it's very difficult talking to someone whose favorite color is 3. I'm just going to come out and say, you're the biggest con artist in AEW history. Because every single week, you want to walk out here and you want to preach about positivity. You want to preach about how if you smile, every single thing will work out. Willow, I ask, how has that worked out for you? I don't think it's worked out very well. Because, truth be told, everything that you've gotten this year has been because of us. And there's an old saying. I brought you into this world, the Willow Nightingale. I'm going to take you out.
Bill Cosby saying.
This is never going to end.
That's an every parent ever saying.
Bill Cosby saying.
I don't think Bill Cosby invented that saying, then.
Yeah, look it up.
Jeez.
I mean, I don't doubt that it was said on his show, but
I believe he coined it. I'm not sure. My dad used to tell me that all the time.
yeah, because I bet his parents said that to him.
I think it was Bill Cosby.
Anyway, what was I saying before?
Was you talking about Bill Cosby?
No, about the micro wrestling. If they were able to figure out how the guy with like glass bones could have a match without hurting himself,
Yeah.
do you think they could figure out a way for you to have a match without hurting yourself?
Yeah, but it'll be stupid and short, just like the one on on the Micro Wrestling Federation.
No, it was fun. I just don't want you to feel like you have to give up something that you love, you know?
I've given up a lot of things I love.
I know, I don't like that.
For a defensive victory tonight.
We're both super smart. I feel like we can think our way around things, you know?
Can't think around the body.
Robot body. Boom. Already thought of it.
Hmm?
Robot body. Problem solved.
Yeah, as we saw earlier, Tony Storm, of course, Mariah May and Wembley, as you mentioned, you were talking so much leading to that match. What we saw on Dynamite about the love affair between those two. What do you think about it, then?
Yes, certainly is a change of fast.
Speaking of which, oh, there's a clothesline. Speaking of old
That's a
things,
choke slam.
excuse me, yeah, it was a choke slam. I'm sorry. I had something else on my mind. Well, I found these papers from when I was in high school. My dad had kept them, and he had saved them for like articles I wrote and things like that. And there was an article someone else wrote and asked the staff writers on the school paper. They asked, what did you most fear about, the future? And they did this and that and the other. And I remember specifically, I said killer robots. And everybody thought I was crazy. And now here we are. 20, don't look at me like that. 20, what year is this? 4.
Yeah.
And we've got fucking drone killer robots. Like, that's what's fighting our wars, are killer robots.
It's not a robot.
That's a robot, and you know it. It's not an automaton, but it's a robot.
It's robotic.
Killer robots. Nyla Rose with a win there over Unknown.
That's what she takes. Will she be tasting a title opportunity anytime soon?
I think she deserves one. Speaking of titles, this past Wednesday, we crowned
Did Terminator fuel your fear of killer robots, or is this
Yes.
predate that? Okay.
Terminator 2.
Yeah, that movie's so much better than the first one. Talking about sequels that are better than the original, that would be on my list.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Folks, if you have seen
I
Terminator
love
and
both of
Terminator
them
2.
very much.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could put one over the other. They're both better than 3. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah. But the second one is that's like one of my favorite movies.
Good one.
I watched it. I've watched all these interviews recently. I watched an interview with the dude who plays like the guy, the melty metal guy. What is he like?
T-1000.
T-1000 thing. And like he had to learn how to run and like just breathe through his nose, and like run real fast.
Mhm.
And he actually was too fast at running, and he kept catching up to John Connor on the dirt bike. And so he had to slow down to film those scenes, even though it was supposed to look like he was running super fast. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Promise you, this will be your final countdown.
Brian Danielson hurting.
Swerve versus Danielson. Do we really feel like that's going to be the match at All In? Does that feel like that's going to be the main event? It doesn't feel like it to me for some reason.
Well, I think that's because we were all so sure that it was going to be Hangman. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's just our minds haven't accepted it yet.
Yeah. All right.
Not that there's anything that's going to be wrong with Swerve and Danielson. Like, it's going to be awesome. It's just not what I expected.
Mm.
I mean, if this is his last full year of wrestling, it's nice that he gets to be in the main event at All In. Especially, he didn't wrestle at All In last year because he was injured, right? He had a broken arm or something.
Don't recall.
Yes, it has. Rumble, young man, rumble. Rumble.
Someone out there get the rights to AEW and write up like a records book, like title holders and super card matches and shit like that. We've had 5 years. Somebody could have written one by now.
The Supercard matches is Ring of Honor. You want a Ring of Honor and
No, super card meaning big cards.
Oh,
They're
okay.
often referred to as super cards.
Yeah, which are super
whether
cards.
they're on pay-per-view or not.
Yeah. It's just confusing because they're owned by the same company or same person. I'm glad Anthony Ogogo is wrestling.
Yeah, he never gets to. Yeah. We'll see what he got. I don't know the last time I saw Go wrestle.
He wrestled on Rampage possibly yesterday, maybe the week before, because there was a trio. It was a trios match between Shane Taylor Promotions and Top Flight in Action and Ready.
Yeah.
I think, pretty sure.
They make a great tag team as well. They complement each other perfectly. Great synergy between the two pairs. We could make an argument that Dante and Darius Martin stylistically
34 here.
very similar.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good call. But by the way, Lee Moriarty is on a 6-match winning streak in his competition in Ring of Honor. So he's been red hot. And yes, which does mean something to fans, as you know.
I'm for Top Flight.
Look at this.
Ooh, we got our All Elite crate today, so stay tuned to our YouTube channel. And Asa will do an unboxing video sometime this week.
Yeah, who am I for? Now that my mouth is not full, I am for Top Flight in this one. And as Kay was saying,
Shane Taylor.
it's the All Elite crate. which is unopened. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, there's the postal. There's a postal thing and everything. Yeah.
Thank you for not giving the internet our
Yeah,
address.
you're welcome. So yeah, just got it. We will be doing a review of this probably tomorrow, I'd say. Won't be tonight, but tomorrow we'll see what's in it. And it'll be our first time seeing what's in it along with you, so that'll be fun. So look for that on X and on YouTube tomorrow.
And they're usually themed with the next pay-per-view following when you get the box. So this must be the all-in box.
I believe it will be, yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I wonder whose autograph you got.
And you always get an autograph poster.
You always get 2 AEW shirts and 1 autograph picture. Usually you get a poster for like a significant match in AEW. Usually there's some stickers and a pin. And then sometimes a micro brawler. And then some random stuff. Like we got acclaimed scissors. And we have acclaimed socks. What are some of the other? We got a Darby Allin makeup kit. And one that's pretty cool. Sometimes you get flags. We have a Dem Boys flag for the Briscoe brothers.
We have a
And a
Danielson flag.
Yeah. We would show you. I guess we can. The poster behind Asa for the Bryan Danielson 60-man Ironman match against MJF. That came in the All Elite crate. As did 3 out of the 4 autograph pictures we have hanging up. Arn Anderson is not from the All Elite crate. But we have Powerhouse Hobbs, Ruby Soho, and I forget who else. Oh, and Brody King.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah.
And we have Sky Blues, but we chose her not to be on the wall yet.
She hasn't earned it.
Yeah, she hasn't earned it.
She has improved a lot, though. I will give her that. Like a lot. But I also kind of forgot that we have her.
Well, the next 2 who will be on the wall have already been chosen.
And framed.
And I think tomorrow is when they will go up. Finally.
And a special shout out to Dylan at Last Week in Wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
Gave us those awesome presents. And we're so sorry we haven't put them up yet.
Yeah.
We got to reconfigure the wall.
It'll be easy.
To happen. Yeah. But they're framed and ready to go. We got a 2 Cold Scorpio to add, too.
Oh, yeah, we have another one, yeah. It's definitely going to be visible.
White Mike's picture's too big. It won't fit in our frames.
Oh, yeah.
He's a local AML wrestler.
White Mike.
He's awesome. He's like the Dalton Castle of AML.
Kinda, yeah.
Just with like that level of energy and awesomeness. I'm like extra slouchy today. I have to lower my
Man, Swerve versus Okada on Wednesday. And who else is on Wednesday? MJF versus
Osprey
on Wednesday.
Yeah, what the hell? Oh, it's the 250th Dynamite episode. So they're pulling out all the stops. It's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be awesome. But yeah, they're just trying to do well for the big 250th show. Trying to prove, the ratings are good enough. Keep it on, is what some people say. But, as I've said, even at their worst, AEW still finishes like 3rd for the night in cable ratings. Do you know how many fucking cable channels there are?
That's true. There's like an insane amount.
Yeah, being number 3 is pretty goddamn good.
Ooh, I didn't think about this. Not to talk about politics, which I will not do.
Don't.
But no. But do you think today's events are going to cause Collision's numbers to go down because people will be watching the news?
You just talked about politics. I do, definitely, yeah.
I just said today's events, and I was just referring to that in regards to Collision's numbers.
I do, definitely, yeah.
That sucks. Poor Collision. They always take hits,
Mm-hmm.
Saturday night's a hard time slot, though. Especially if you're not really like a kid-friendly program. Because I assume the people who aren't going out are either old or have children.
Mm. Someday we'll be old.
I was counting us.
In our home, wearing our gas masks, our indoor gas masks, that is. Watching whatever new network bullshit is on. Just because it's on one of the big three networks. Because for some reason, that's what old people, when they get old, they only watch like PBS, ABC, CBS, NBC.
PBS is awesome.
See?
They're bringing back
See?
the BBC
It's happening
Sherlock
already.
series.
It's happening already.
It's so good. I mean, they're just bringing back the old episodes, but right now they're only on BritBox, so I'm pretty excited that I'm going to be able to watch them. And they have Masterpiece Theater, which is really good. I've not watched Downton Abbey, though. It looks hoity-toity, and I don't like rich people, so I don't think it's for me. But I'm also worried I'll get, like, sucked in. They have Nova. They do such good science shows. How could you not like PBS? I was born an old person.
Kay's been paid to be a PBS spokesperson.
No, it's how I contribute because I don't have money to provide programming from viewers like me. So I do free promotional ads for them.
She drives down to Sesame Street to pick up her payments.
No, I owe them a lot actually for all the free science content they give me to use in my classroom. I love PBS.
Fair takedown that time by Lee Moriarty. I don't think so. He's in the bring it to the back. He's holding down.
Isn't there like a golf channel that would be on the old people list?
Yeah, like NBC, CBS, they both play golf, I think. Golf's
But
a very big thing. Yeah, it's a very highly watched sport. I can see watching it and enjoying it.
it's so bad for the environment. Like people are like, oh, they're preserving the land. Yeah, but then they're tearing down like, all the plants that live there and putting grass that requires like fertilizer and
Water.
pesticides and water. And like they don't want shit living there. So like if there's like moles or voles or rabbits,
Kill them.
kill them.
That guy's got a strong shin. Beats Moriarty to the knee. Agogo trying to get to his feet. No, he ducked down. Florida man. Shadows him in. Missed. Already tackled. From the line. Eight with
Dante Martin is something else.
Mm-hmm.
I think the hook of the leg as well. Dante looking around the fence here at the saddle dome as Shane Taylor looks on. Pick up. Let it go. Dante slips. A spin, trying to back heel kick. 1, 2. And the knee in the face. Marco stunned. Great teamwork, defense.
Anthony Agogo is not good at selling, I'll tell you that. Oh,
Where did he come from again?
he's a boxer in Britain, I guess it was, yeah.
He sold that kick okay.
Pick up here.
I haven't been paying enough attention to him specifically to comment on his selling.
Darius say to pick up. And a combination slam. 1, 2. Darius Martin escapes in 2. Lee getting off. You can't see. What a great tag team match. Higher than Tiger. Higher than Tiger. Coaching from broadcast position. Field section. With that time. Lee Moriarty just.
You know what'd be cool with those AEW All Elite crates? Because they send you 2 shirts, it'd be cool if you could order 2 different sizes. And then you could get a shirt in every box, and I could get a shirt in every box.
That's true.
Because I was just thinking about how I'm wearing a Jericho shirt right now. And I was trying to think, like, none of the wrestlers whose shirts I have are on AEW tonight, except for Mark Briscoe. But he was on a promo, so I didn't know he was going to be on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So the only solution to this is that I need more wrestling shirts. Oh, God.
We'll get you a Shane Taylor shirt.
Fuck no. I want a Dog Castle shirt with a big peacock on it. He has more shirts than anyone I've ever seen as a wrestler.
It's a lot.
Like, he has like 80 different style shirts.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, it is around 80. Bam.
Shane Taylor Promotions loses again.
Good.
Gotta just rewatch it tomorrow or something.
You never watch both tomorrow?
Definitely.
Oh, it's not a good tattoo.
He's getting involved after the notes as well. He sure is.
A Go-Go has a tramp stamp.
That was a very good punch. I am complimenting Shane Taylor, which I did not think I would ever do. That looked really good. Really good. Punches are often an issue on AEW, like more so than most moves. That was a good punch. I have a tramp stamp. There's nothing wrong with tramp stamps.
He's a man.
Yeah, who cares?
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying most men don't want people thinking they take dicks in the asshole. So
What?
most men don't want a tramp stamp because that's what that infers.
No, it's not.
If you're a man, it is.
Oh, is it?
I think so, yes.
I've never heard that. I know a lot of gay men,
would it
and
infer?
I don't know any of them that have a tattoo on their lower back. And I know a lot of gay men.
You haven't seen it.
I lived in Florida. They don't wear shirts.
And you promised wherever we'd see Thunder Rosa.
I guess I'll go their asshole. It's not like a
That's not all that I promised. I also promised that I would burn this entire
shirt. Good pants to cover that up.
He was just wearing pants.
Yeah, his is higher though.
That's where you get a tramp stamp. It's on your lower back. It's not above your butthole, weirdo.
I guess that's just part of the course, isn't it? It's funny. Speaking of, donde es la mera mera? Thunder Rosa always seems to have a problem with me, but yeah, I have a problem anytime you want to, dug my teeth out. But, I spoke to my therapist because this is really bothering me. Because I'm really sick and tired of all this. All of it. You're running away. You're hide and seek. Your mind games. Everything. But the one thing was clear. I have to learn patience. Which is, I want to wait until the bell rings so I can beat you straight. Is that what you think is going to happen? You want the bell to ring so I can beat you in another singles match? Or should the bell ring so I can beat you in another? No, just pull up the face. But you know what? No. Why don't you just do us a favor and lay it out now? Save us the trouble.
She sounds so nervous when she talks.
You're so funny, buddy. That's okay because I know you just made a lot of enemies here. Whatever you can't believe. And next week in Collision, my home state of Texas, my new friends and some of your acquaintances, of course, are back and watch me break your face in lumberjack match. Oh, lumberjack. Don't even have that mic. You got almost that. Oh, you do. Yeah.
We made a promise to our boy.
All right.
All right, yeah.
What's a lumber? Oh, it's when people stand around the ring and throw you back in.
Yeah.
Never mind.
They call it that because allegedly, I don't know anything about being a lumberjack, but allegedly back in the days, lumberjacks, that's how they would fight, is they'd have the two men in the middle of a circle and, to settle their grievance. And if you came like stumbling out or something, the men on the ring just threw you right back in until the fight was settled. So that's why it's called a lumberjack match.
You would think they would do that in Canada, where in my mind all the lumberjacks live. Because remember, that's one of the 4 possible Canadian occupations.
Lumberjack,
Lumberjack, hockey player,
hockey player,
Mountie.
maple syrup,
maple syrup provider. Oh, wait, 5.
Mountie,
Nope, Prime Minister. I already said Mountie.
Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Those are 5.
Yeah. Oh, wait, President? Prime Minister.
I think they have. I don't know.
President, right? Justin Trudeau. President?
Is there?
President Trudeau?
I think they have a president. I think they have a president.
I think they have a president also. Because as soon as I said Prime Minister, in my head I was like, that is wrong. When I was in college, I met some Canadians at a hostel in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know that the Canadian money was called the dollar. And they like flipped out at me. So I've been to Canada once when I was like 4. Why would I need to know what their money is called? I didn't.
Wait. You didn't know it was called the dollar?
No.
Why did they flip out?
Because they thought that was really stupid of me. Because I live in America, which is next to Canada. And they're from Canada, and they think that I should know about Canada. But I don't. I can tell you lots of information about the 50 states in our giant country,
we don't care about you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, although Canada, I would think, would be a little bit more understanding, but like Europe, I feel like doesn't get us because like one state is the size of a country over there, and so like to them, they can't believe we don't know about other countries, but it's because we basically are made up of 50 countries.
Right, exactly. Exactly why.
Collision. But there's something that you want to say, so the phone is yours.
I look great. Oh, actually, yes, there was one more little thing. Hey, y'all like wrestling? Let's talk about it. See, a few days ago, I noticed a little tweet on, I ain't calling it X, on my Twitter, on Beyonce's internet. Put out by Miss Mercedes, Monet, C-E. Oh, sound of that dance, right? Okay, so check this out. She issued open challenge. Next week's episode, Dynamite 250, Little Rock, Arkansas.
Man.
Anybody on the roster except Dr. Brent Baker, DND. Last time I checked, I ain't no Vince, but I do be knocking people's teeth out. Listen, I got what it takes. Not only was I the first ever Dynamite, not only am I a former AEW Women's World Champion, I won the first ever Women's Casino Battle Royale, and I am the first woman on the AEW roster to make it to 100 wins. Next week,
I know that.
Dynamite 250, Little Rock, Arkansas. Listen there, I may not have ever driven a Mercedes, but on a Dynamite 250, I'm damn sure I'm gonna wreck one.
Oh, I like Nyla Rose.
Damn.
If you don't follow her on Twitter, you should. She's funny. And she's a giant nerd, which I appreciate.
Pretty big one.
Mm-hmm.
That three big matches booked for 250 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to do it on Wednesday. What were they saying to her?
No, she's establishing that she is the heel by making faces at the audience cheering for her. Yeah. Although she shouldn't have worn the cowboy hat if she's going to be the heel.
Right, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
A
Is
white
she a
cowboy
wrestler?
hat.
Oh wait, no, she's not the heel. I have no idea why she was making that face.
Or an outcast. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, she's not the heel.
Yeah, no, she's the face. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why she was making that face. Some guys were probably saying some foul shit to her.
That's upsetting.
That's what those Canadians do.
That's what men do.
Oh dear.
God,
Oh my.
that was dirty.
As they say in Canada, that makes me want to pop a biscuit in there. As they say in Canada.
I don't say that in
Yeah,
Canada.
they do. For biscuit hour.
That's not a thing.
It's a thing in Canada.
Biscuit hour.
Biscuit hour.
Do not get your Canadian information from him. He is a liar.
3 to 4
Lies.
p.m. every day. Biscuit hour.
You're such a doofus. To any Canadian viewers, I apologize. Hey, you could have made a poutine joke and you didn't go for that. You went for biscuit.
Yeah, biscuit hour. It's a very Canadian thing. More Canadian than poutine.
I can't believe that they had Harley Cameron on their roster for so long and she didn't wrestle, and she's so much better than like Anna Jay, who we saw constantly for a while. Why didn't they use her? She was injured or was still like learning?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Better than Anna Jay, so I'll take it.
I mean, I wouldn't pay money to see either of them, but
Yeah.
but Cameron is definitely better than Anna Jay. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I was going to a show and she was on the roster, I wouldn't care, but I wouldn't be upset, you know? As long as she was wrestling someone that's better than her.
Oh dear.
With a word to Aubrey Edwards. Oh, by the way, Aubrey Edwards also shut down by another psycho. Ryan May on Wednesday. But absolutely.
You're making a mess.
Scott Lewis, Soleil, women's world champion. By the way, won the championship last year.
She brings like a really good level of crazy to her matches, and I really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I like her better than Sky Blue also because of the level of crazy.
Definitely, yeah.
Like it really adds to her wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like silly crazy. It's like, what the fuck is this bitch gonna do? You know?
That's good. There's a lot of, no, I shouldn't say a lot. Several of AEW's women, they lack personality, I'd say, or a really defined personality. You know, they may have been given a gimmick, but they don't do anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't show us through what they do that their gimmick is true. You know.
Yeah.
I think that problem is getting a little better now. I think it's still true among several of the women who just feel like they're there.
Yeah.
Someone playing a Blink 182 album really loud. Yeah.
I hear our air conditioner.
You want to hear the music? All right. Who's the other outcast now? Saraya, Harley Cameron, and
Anna Jay.
Anna Jay, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, where's she?
Uh-huh.
See, that's what I don't like, is when these we have factions, and then why aren't the factions there to back up their members? The fellow members.
Maybe she couldn't go to Canada.
No, it's always been like that though, even when they aren't Canada.
Yeah.
Like if you're injured, okay, that makes sense. But if you're not injured, you should definitely be there.
Yeah, I agree. Especially if it's a heel faction.
Any kind of faction, yeah.
No, but especially a heel faction.
Why?
Because then you can be all shady and cheat. Or like taunt the crowd while the match is going on, which Saraya is very good at. I prefer her doing that than wrestling. But especially like because they just added Anna Jay, like you would think they would have her there to remind us that she's with them. You know?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Stand there, sitting it all up. Cameron stumbles back to her feet, got the foot up, and the knee got up.
Hmm.
1, 2. You can hear Saraya screaming, get up, and finally Harley did. And that will kick out either way. Either as good as the other. Sky Blue through a lot of punishment during the break. He's now back clearly on offense. Harley with a couple of elbow shots got out of that predicament. And now Harley will try to hammer for a reversal. Sky Blue sending Cameron in.
Do you think we'll get Daniel Bryan versus Nigel McGuinness at Wrestle Dream?
Bryan Danielson.
What did I say?
Daniel Bryan.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bryan Danielson.
At Wrestle Dream?
Yeah.
No. And I don't know why people kept saying we were going to get him for All In either. No, I don't think we're going to get Wrestle Dream. No.
Well, because he said he's like able to wrestle in an interview, and he constantly, relentlessly attacks Bryan's character. So I think that's why people thought that.
A lot of people thought, yeah, he was going to fight him at All In.
I thought that.
It may happen. I don't know. It may be a Wrestle Dream. Yeah.
It's true. This now, Harley Cameron's match to lose. Absolutely. Take your foot off the gas. Better stay with it. Let's see what you'll do here. Shot to the back of Harley Cameron.
Oh.
Trying to look over that time.
What?
Hmm?
You made it sound like something was messed up.
Oh, I just something didn't look right to me.
I think it was supposed to be that Sky Blue held onto the ropes, and that's why she didn't get pulled down, but she didn't make it clear enough that that's what was happening.
Right. Yeah.
What is this? Looking for a submission.
What is that?
Well.
What kind of submission is that? It was like this. I can do that without a person holding.
Right. Yeah, let's take another look at it.
Yeah, show us.
Do it. I'm not gonna show it.
Oh, there they go. So one arm is between her legs, and she's just squeezing her with her arms.
I know, I can tell. See, like one arm is on the left side. One arm is on the right side, coming through.
She has one arm is between Sky Blue's legs.
Yeah.
The other arm is like this, with Sky Blue's arm like around under her arm and her neck, and she appeared to be like bear hugging her chest.
Okay.
That is not a good submission. Hold. especially for someone to tap out. Like maybe if you're trying to say
Well,
like
and
you're
especially
squishing
since
the
we
air
can't
out of
can't
them.
complain it, can't complete it in more than 5 seconds. What it is,
Yeah.
not a good submission. Maybe 10 seconds. How about that? 10 seconds to explain what your submission is, or it's terrible. That's a universal rule, I bet you. It is for me now.
I really enjoyed Jericho driving a forklift with Joe on it through a wall on Dynamite.
Wait, Crippler Crossface has more than 10. Oh, wait, but it wouldn't take him more than 10 seconds. I was thinking of letters.
Well, also they just call it a crossface now.
Crippler Crossface. Just like a cutter is a diamond cutter. Not a cutter.
Mhm.
No, I'm anti-cutter. Man, I'm sleepy. I don't know about you.
I'm pretty sleepy. I've been drinking coffee.
Does you still coffee?
No, this is my
Could you
coffee.
make me some coffee, please?
Yeah, can I? You know, no.
I'm about to fall asleep.
Yeah, go make some. I'll be right back. Making coffee. Talk to yourself, and I can yell to you from the kitchen about how wrong you are. It'll be fun. Ripley, go sit next to Daddy and take that place on the show. Go sit next to Daddy.
Hey, baby, come here.
Go see Daddy.
Hey.
On my blanket. She won't sit in my blanket.
Ripley, you want to be on the show? Come on. Here's Ripley, new host. New host, Ripley, our doggy. Baby. Hey, I know. You're sweetie. Oh, sweetie. Yeah, who's daddy's girl? I love you. I love you, little girl. Yeah. She's a little sweetie. She's named Ripley after Ellen Ripley from the Alien series. Because we're big time nerds. Hey, Rip. Ripley. So this is Ripley. She's a part German Shepherd and part other herding dogs that I can't remember.
100% cute.
100% cute, as Kay says, which is true, very true. And now Sky Blue is back. Look at Sky Blue, Ripley.
Next year. So maybe just to get it through their heads and to be one of the best on the entire roster. So Hikaru Shida, the so-called greatest women's world champ of all time. Next week, I want you one
Scott Blue covering like what the Here's our your collision. Is exactly that. Representing the
No, she loves me, or she's just trying to get Twizzlers.
no, wait.
Baby. No. No. No.
Anytime you enjoy, whether it's for already, today is great. Today, it's going it along of that. These new members of the generation, I mean, it's certainly going to be some of the answers lesson. That's matter of fact, the battle round made the right choice.
You want it on bold or regular?
Regular. Yeah.
Where are they? Oh, I thought you said you were coming to get Twizzlers. You already have it.
You're not there to express it.
Okay, I'm bringing it there.
So the dog was trying to get Twizzlers.
Oh. I thought you said you were coming to get the Twizzlers. You're going to leave no one on the screen?
Haven't seen them wrestle much lately at all.
Mm-mm. I couldn't tell you the last time we saw them wrestle.
Was it like the Ring of Honor pay-per-view?
No, I feel like they had a jobber non-title match on Collision since then.
One man and one man. One man.
But is he? You see, he's one of my best friends in the world. He's someone that needs me. It was what was it? 3 months, 4 months ago, 5 and it's a college stands. He does business. He's
Wednesday, August 7th, Winston-Salem, NC, Dynamite and Rampage.
Yeah.
Gonna be there.
It just says Dynamite.
Yes, notice that. May expect Rampage to be canceled by then.
Oh, no.
I should just say Dynamite and Rampage, so. But also, wrestling companies can do whatever they want, really.
And the best news is my school's open house got moved to earlier in the day, so now I don't have to miss meeting all the parents.
That's good. I took the day off before.
You did. That's right. Side headline.
What? Why?
After, I mean.
Okay.
Sorry, the day off after.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that. It's like the first teacher week back.
Janet said, hey, this is our medical cooperation against the kingdom. Andre takes it. Another one. Back and forth they go. Let's go to the great sense of timing. Tom Castle making a mockery of his great sport. Standing switch. Oh. Pick up. Don't let him do it. Side headlock. Mike. Okay, Roderick, we want you to be a commentator, not a cheerleader, if you don't mind.
You can count the people who are still there on like 2 hands.
You beating this man, Roderick Stone.
Lord. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's sad. It's sad. I don't know what they got. I'm not cheering against them. I love AEW. Cheering for them, totally. But what are they going to do about ticket sales and easy one downgrade the sale prices? But then, what are they going to do about
Try a spinning DDT.
About what?
trying to think of how to put it.
With a discus forearm shot.
Here's the thing.
Oh, I was going to say one more thing. So what? And the other thing is building their own talent. Because really, they've only done it with one guy, and that's been MJF. Now you can argue some other guys are stars and things like that, but I think MJF is the first one people would really name that's a home built AEW star. I don't think that's under debate. I don't know if anyone else has reached that level who was an AEW original yet. Just meaning, AEW is their first promotion, is what I mean,
Their first like major.
First major promotion, yeah.
What about Hangman and Orange Cassidy?
He was Hangman. Wasn't he in Ring of Honor? Or TNA, he might have been. No, he's been around for a little bit. He was around for a little bit.
About Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy? I don't know. Possibly. Saving, nice drop kick.
I say Darby Allin also.
That's a good argument for Darby Allin, yeah.
For his team, but this one far from over. You saw Roderick Strong watching all things up here at our broadcast location, cheering the members of the Undisputed Kingdom.
Oh. Been a good match so far.
That was terrible.
No, it's fine.
That punch?
No, just fine.
It was like 4 inches away from his face.
It's fine.
That's not fun. I think it was O'Reilly, though. He turned his face too soon.
Where?
When Taven went to punch him,
Yeah.
O'Reilly turned his face too soon. So it was like this. Like as the punch was coming, he already turned his face before the punch got there. Am I confusing you? Okay.
Orange Cage and Taven in there just beating the snot out of each other.
It's Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy, not Orange Cage. He did not get married to Brian Cage.
Or Christian.
Or Christian Cage. Orange Cassidy just ramming. I'm not having a good talking night, am I? Ramming Taven's head into the turnbuckle pad. His fans, let's go up with it. I don't think he can make it from there. Nope.
You know what I don't understand? In like such a small company, how come there are so many wrestlers with the same either first name or same last name?
Maybe Tony Khan's name wakes up. Brain works that way.
How does your rain burp?
I don't fucking know. I don't think it does anymore.
No, you're just sleepy and need coffee.
My rain's broke. It don't work good.
Because we got 2 cages, 2 Cassidys. We had 2 pages. We have multiple Adams. We have 3 Adams.
3 calling Adams. 2. Who's French?
Who's French?
Dalton Castles.
Is he French? Dalton Castle? Why is he French? I don't think we have anyone that's French.
And a French wrestler in a goatee. On the 4th day of Christmas in a goatee.
No, I heard the goatee part. I didn't hear the beginning part of that.
Oh, on the 4th day of Christmas, Santa gave to me.
Stop it. Anyway. Nope. Does Wardlow have what name is Wardlow? Is that his first name or his last name, or he only has one name?
That's his last name, yeah.
What's his first name?
Jonathan.
Are you just making that up? I'm Jonathan Wardlow.
I don't know.
He only goes by Wardlow, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's his last name, but I don't know what his first name is.
250 coming up on Wednesday. Then take on the cover and a 2 count. Will Ospreay will open the program with our 250th edition of Dynamite live on TBS. Ospreay and MJF for their national title.
We have multiple Wills.
Kazuchika Okada will face world champion Swerve Strickland, champion against champion. Cover. 1, 2. I hate Will Ospreay. Tag is made. You ain't anyone the fans love.
Who's that talking?
It's Roderick Strong. He's on
Oh,
commentary.
okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And again, here comes Benedict. Wait a minute, little communication going on here. Synergy from the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
Do you think they've had to retire the Proton Pack because it was too cool of a move?
Maybe.
I don't think I've seen them do it since they were heels, but I don't know if that's just because I've only seen so few matches since they've won the belts, you know?
Hmm. Somebody's grabbing some sort of instrument of destruction.
What do you think he's grabbing?
Hmm.
I think he was just sneaking. I don't think he grabbed anything.
Yeah. He did.
Well, he's in the ring. He doesn't have anything.
So, he grabbed. Doesn't look me in over. No.
Huh?
Did it now? Come in for the other end. Oh. Dragon screw spot.
Mm-hmm. Like a dragon screw. It's one of my favorite wrestling moves. Like a dragon screw, like a headbutt. Like a fisherman's suplex.
Angle the foot extension. And he was open target for the kick.
We saw O'Reilly versus Saber, right?
Versus who?
Zack Saber Jr. Didn't we break before Forbidden Door?
Saber fight at Forbidden Door.
Orange Cassidy.
Right.
Because they're both in like conglomeration, you know?
Versus Taven? Is that what you're asking?
No.
What?
O'Reilly?
Yeah.
He wrestled Zack Saber Jr.
Okay, yep.
Right? Okay. I thought I remembered that match being really good, but then I was like, is that something I just dreamed about, or did that actually happen?
Neckbreaker. 1, 2. It's got a neck check, by the way. Orange Cassidy, a neck check. That's what it is. All right, you check the neck. O'Reilly will be checking his neck after this match. Will lose or draw, but if O'Reilly is to lose, do you think, Ronnie, that he finally will make the right decision and join you? I hope so. I hope so.
You're the apt people.
I'm telling you. The fact that he associates with
Let's see.
Mark Briscoe, listen, me and Mark Briscoe.
You're the apt people.
Long history. Yeah. But he's the buffoon. Stop it. Yes. We're talking about let that cop food. You're soft. Like what?
That movie was so disturbing. That's Stephen King, isn't it?
That's
Happy
wrote it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's Brad Renfro movie, and I only saw it because it was a Brad Renfro movie.
Well, I'm surprised it's a Stephen King movie before it.
What?
You said surprising for a movie. In what context?
No, I didn't. I don't know.
Okay. Pretty unorthodox hold here.
What do you call that?
No. No.
All right. This come support his friend. Well, you knew that would happen. Why? You wouldn't stand by. You knew he was going to get involved. Just saying. You had no idea. Well, anyway, Robert Strong is marching to the ring, and you see him on the apron here. Conversations of sorts when it's done.
She has come out here.
It's like a minefield.
Mm-hmm. Pick it up before I do anything. Mm.
Wait, so I was getting you coffee. Did Ishii just come out to stop Roderick Strong from interfering? Okay.
This has been good. This has been the best match of the night.
Yes,
Easily.
Yes, by far. Oh, it's the main event, right?
Yes.
Okay. What?
It's bad guy Trent.
Where did he come from?
The darkest depths of your mind. Why he wears all black.
I'm glad they're doing something with this after putting it on pause for Forbidden Door. I'll get you more water. Go on.
Shit. Orange Cassidy just hit him with a monkey wrench.
I see that.
So that's called attempted murder.
The conglomeration won, right?
No,
The Kingdom won?
yeah.
Okay. Maybe I was just playing Where's My Mind in my head. I thought I was hearing it. Just really like that song. Wait, they're raising their hands.
Yeah.
They don't win?
No.
I thought you're only supposed to do that if you win.
Oh, they're just raising their hands to get cheers. Playing to these fans, these stupid Calgarians. Calgars.
Calgars?
I'm from Calgary. I'm a Calgar. Woof, woof. That is the sound a kick dog makes.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. We're getting an overrun video package?
Yeah. I think so.
So I got a little proposition for you. MJF versus Will Ospreay for the International Championship. I represent the identity of AEW.
Dude,
Of their favorites. They all felt it.
MJF should dress as Wolverine for the match, and
Deadpool.
Will Ospreay, no, should dress as, what's his name? The guy with the
Doc
cards.
Ock?
Nope, the guy with the cards. What's it called?
Gambit.
Gambit. He should be Gambit. It'll be awesome. Or Nightcrawler, since he's like a high flyer, you know?
Now it's over. That was something.
That was odd.
You know what you could have done to make that angle hotter? Maybe get those guys to fucking travel with their company and put them in the ring or something. You know, some companies like to do that.
Didn't I do that Monday? I mean Wednesday. So you have me
People do
calling
it
it
more
Monday.
than once.
Yeah.
I don't like to point out negative things about AEW, but I will call them out if they're doing stupid shit.
Yeah, they should have built this longer.
Well, yeah, they're just trying to go for a rating, and I don't know if MJF and what's his name?
Will Ospreay?
Will Ospreay. I don't know if MJF and Will Ospreay are going to pull the big time rating they're hoping for. I mean, it's big for me. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But most people like who, and even I think a lot of wrestling fans, if you ask them who they are, they might say who. American wrestling fans is what I mean.
Who else is matched on Wednesday? Okada versus someone.
Can't remember.
Awesome. We're doing a great job. Yeah, I don't remember either. All right, so we have best match, worst match, overall rating.
Yeah.
I'm just taking it. I'm gonna give best match to the main event easily. I'm gonna give worst match to Nyla Rose. Even though the match wasn't that bad, just because it was a squashy jobber match, and I didn't think the jobber was particularly good. And it wasn't the only jobber match, but the other one had Juice Robinson in it, so I'm not going to pick that one. I would give this like a 3.5. Very little story progression. Really random matchups. Like I think the only match that has some kind of story with it is the Top Flight and Shane Taylor Promotions match, maybe.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, we got some momentum with the trios titles, but not momentum that I particularly care for. So there's that.
3.5.
3.5 bones.
Out of 5.
Out of 5. What about you, Asa?
All right. So best match of the night. I think they're gonna be the same. Best match of the night. Undisputed Kingdom beating Cassidy and O'Reilly.
The conglomeration.
The conglomeration. Parts
of the
2/3 of the conglomeration.
Well, and Undisputed Kingdom is 2/5 of the Undisputed Kingdom, right?
2/5 of the Undisputed Kingdom in a non-title match. The Ring of Honor tag titles not up for grabs. That was the best match of the night, and the worst match of the night. Again, I'm gonna go with Nyla Rose and her jobber. Yeah, for sure. And ranking out of 5, I'm gonna give this a 3 bones out of 5. Not a lot in the way of story progression. The wrestling was decent. Not a lot of great on here. It was nothing too terrible either though. Just a very average show. So nothing really. I mean, if your main event is O'Reilly and Cassidy versus the Undisputed Kingdom, it's not gonna sell a lot of tickets there. It's not gonna put a lot of butts in the seats for you. So obviously this Collision was just an afterthought of something bigger, of whatever they're planning with, Dynamite Wednesday or whatever.
Collision is always an afterthought, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's always an afterthought.
Yeah.
Maybe when CM Punk was on, it was not an afterthought. It was like an annoying thought, but like now it's always an afterthought.
Strange.
Because like you were forced to book a certain way when CM Punk was there, at least. So like you had your Collision people and your Dynamite people, and now you have like the storyline show and the random matchups with other people in the company show.
Right.
Don't care for it.
And that's the same way Rampage is, but Rampage somehow has become better than Collision.
I wouldn't even say has become, like, almost always been better than Collision.
Stop doing Collisions.
Just start doing Rampage.
And Dynamite.
No, because I don't. Well, whatever. We can talk about it.
Folks, what we got coming up? We've got
Got your AEW All Elite Crate unboxing video coming
tomorrow.
probably tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow.
Follow No Bones About Wrestling on YouTube so that you can see the video. Turn on your subscription notifications so that you will know when it's posted. Or you can follow Asa on Twitter at No Bones Wrestling.
That's at No Bones, RASSLIN. No Bones Wrestling.
Yep. So the video links will be posted there too. I'll retweet it. Kay Fabulous 80.
So
You go ahead.
So we've got a watch along coming. Well, we've got AEW Weekly coming in 2 days. I don't see how we're going to make it in 2 days, but we'll work on a lot tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. AEW Weekly in 2 days.
It's always Mondays at 6.
6 p.m. Mondays at 6. And then Wednesday we'll be back with a Dynamite watch along, probably. And then Saturday we'll be back with a Collision watch along, probably.
Yeah. So make sure you turn on notifications because sometimes we don't do watch alongs.
Yeah.
But most of the time we do.
Well, yeah, exactly.
It's about like half of the time, maybe a little more than half.
A little more than half.
Collision's like 75% of the time. Dynamite's like 60% of the time.
Yeah. During the week, things get busy sometimes, you know.
Jobs and whatnot.
But yeah. So hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow for the Elite Crate opening, and some other dork will have one online. Don't watch theirs. Watch ours. Ours will be better. We're opening up the same box, but I promise our review will be better. So yeah, that's going to be on tomorrow, and we'll see you Monday at 6 for AEW Weekly. And as Mick Foley says, have a nice day. Bye.